Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Lieberman?
Here.
Commissioner Rice? Here. Commissioner Dodge?
Here. Welcome to the Tuesday, June 23rd County Commission meeting at 1:30, and let's stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, County Engineer.
Good afternoon, Commissioners, Administrator, ladies and gentlemen. We have just one resolution today, Resolution 20-766, to amend the agreement with Brumbaugh Construction, Inc. for the Decant Road and Wolf Creek Pike Bridge reconstruction projects in Jackson and Perry Townships by adding $2,394 to the original amount for a revised total of $730,958.32.
I move for approval.
I second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Juvenile Court.
Thank you, Commissioners. Under Juvenile Court, we have Resolution 767, authorizing an agreement with Goodwill Easter Seals Miami Valley to provide peer recovery services in an amount not to exceed $28,886 through September 30th, 2020. We have Resolution 768, accept a grant from the Supreme Court of Ohio and the Ohio Department of Public Safety for funds made available under electronic citation special funding project in an amount of $34,500. We have Resolution 769, accept a Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, or SAMHSA grant for the expansion and enhancement of the Family Treatment Court in the amount of $417,076 through September 29, 2021.
I move to approve.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Monday Community Correctional Institute.
Under Mundy Community Correctional Institution, we have Resolution 770, authorizing an agreement with Wright State Physicians to provide psychiatric residency services in an amount not to exceed $20,000 through June 30th, 2021.
I move for approval.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. County Administrator.
Under the Clerk's Office, we have approval of the minutes of the meeting on June 16, 2020, Resolution 771, approval of bills, and Resolution 772, approval of travel and expenses. Both of those lists are available in the Clerk's Office.
I move to approve. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Administrative Services, Tyler.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. We have 5 resolutions for your consideration today. The first is 773. This is the approval of personnel actions. This list is available in the Clerk's Office. Next is 774. This extends the price agreement with Crown Personnel Services Incorporated for temporary staffing services for various county departments through May 31st of 2021. The next 3 authorized purchases. The first is 775 with Dell Marketing LP through a state term contract of Microsoft Office 365, E3, E5, Power BI, and Visio online renewal licenses for the BCC IT department at a cost not to exceed $103,358.04. Next is 776. This is with GeoBuyers Sun Holding LLC doing business as Buyers Ford through a City of Columbus agreement on 2 2020 Ford Explorer vehicles for the coroner's office in an amount not to exceed $70,421. And last is 777 with Murphy Tractor and Equipment Company through a state term contract of 1 John Deere 324L 4-wheel loader for the Environmental Services Department in an amount not to exceed $102,323.24.
I move for approval.
Second. All those in favor? Aye. Environmental Services, Matt.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Resolution 778 is authorizing agreement for consulting services with Fishbeck, Inc. for preparation of detailed construction plans and supplemental specifications for the concrete tank rehabilitation at Eastern Regional Phase 3 project at a cost not to exceed $99,000 through December 31st, 2021. Following 2 are to amend agreements. 779 is CDM Smith for preparation of detailed construction plans and specifications for the water redundancy project by adding $11,447 to the original amount for a revised total of $849,000 $473 and extending the term of the agreement to December 31st, 2021. 780 is for Outdoor Enterprise LLC for the division and home site water main replacement project by adding $33,924.30 to the original amount for a revised total of $799,494.30 and extending the term of the agreement to September 30th, 2020. The next two are to accept subdividers contracts. 781 MI Homes of Cincinnati LLC for the Windstone Section 5 development. 782 Barry A. Deal for the Deal Farm Water Main Extension development. The following four are to accept easement deeds and record the same. 783 David K. and Nancy A. Coons for the sewer lines in connection with the Terrace Villa Sanitary Sewer Improvements Project and issue a warrant in the amount of $818. 784 BHNE LLC for sanitary sewer lines in connection with the Maple Crest Sanitary Sewer Replacement Project. 785 Gary and Patricia Lepla for sewer lines in connection with the Maple Crest Sanitary Sewer Replacement Project and approve an agreement for payment in the amount of $1. And 786 Barry A. Deal for the water lines in connection with the Deal Farm Water Main Extension Project.
I move to approve.
Second. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Human Services. Tom.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Under Human Services Planning and Development, Resolution 787 will authorize an agreement with Elizabeth's New Life Center for Child Abuse and Neglect Prevention Services Program in an amount not to exceed $137,583.43 through June 30th, 2021. 788 will accept a grant from the Ohio Department of Developmental Disabilities in the amount of $1,203,141 for state fiscal year 2021 to provide early intervention services for infants and toddlers with disabilities, ages birth through 2 years, and their families. 789 will accept funds from the Ohio Family and Children First Office in the amount of $15,000 for state fiscal year 2020 to support the Montgomery County Family and Children First Council in meeting the needs of multi-systems youth. Then under the Department of Job and Family Services, 790 will authorize a memorandum of understanding with the Montgomery County Family and Children First Council to support the needs of children enrolled in the multi-system youth program through June 30th, 2021. And then we have several substitute care services agreements through March 31st, 2022. They are 791 with Eastway Corporation, 792 with LifeStart Incorporated, 793 with Maryhaven, 793 with Royal Seed Youth Development Center, 795 Talbert House and Affiliates, 796 Willow Branches of Healing, and that's the list.
I move for approval. I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
You.
Business Services. Chris?
Afternoon, Commissioners. Under Business Services, we have one resolution, 0797, authorizing a software agreement with Backupify Incorporated to provide computer system backup services, storage, and administration for BCC IT, an amount not to exceed $11,016 through May 31st, 2021.
I move to approve. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Under County Commissioners, 20-0798, appoint Michelle Niedermeyer to the Ohio Children's Trust Fund Western Ohio Child Abuse and Neglect Regional Prevention Council. That's a long title there. As a county prevention specialist through June 30th, 2022.
I move for approval. I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Comments by County Administrator.
I have nothing further today, Commissioners.
Okay.
You looking
Commissioner.
at us, Commissioner? All right, I think we can talk. So, our office, CARES Act has been working diligently, and I think we'd like to just share a little bit. So we've talked about it before, but our small business grants are up to $10,000. And so far, we've had more than 240 small businesses apply.
Wow.
So, we are really pleased. It's only been open a week, right? Well, launched it a little over a week. Yeah, a little over a week. But just I want to give some of the initial demographic information. 52% are minority owned, 51% are women owned, and 9% are veteran owned businesses. And we're still early in the process, but I think that's a great breakdown of the businesses. And I think it also reflects our intent for this money, that we really wanted it to go to those in the community maybe that didn't get the PPP, and it's about inclusion too. It's I think if it holds this way, I'll be really pleased with the way it's going, and I'm really happy to see the diversity in this applicant pool.
My turn?
Yep.
All right. Well, I would totally agree with you that, I'll take this off so you can hear me better. I would totally agree with you. This really is important, and we're just at the beginning. So that's a good sign that this, fast from the launch, we have that many businesses already applying. But the time is not real long. So really spreading the word is really what we need to do in order we want to use every penny for the good of this community. Mm-hmm. So I know that our communications team is hard at work on this, but it's really up to each of us. So, we're pledging to talk to everyone we know and put it on Facebook and every method where we can reach our network. So anyone watching, please spread the word as well. I do want to take a moment to recognize the staff in our Child Support Division. As I think I've stated before, they have continued to provide essential services throughout the pandemic, and I know they've been very busy during the past few months. And I'll just go over some of these stats. I think I mentioned them last week, but this is really hard work during a very difficult time. So from March through May, our child support team answered approximately 17,000 calls and 4,000 emails, and also conducted almost 4,400 online customer service chats. That's a lot. That's a lot. In addition, our fiscal team made sure that the money kept flowing to families whenever possible during this stressful time. And our administrative hearings team quickly transitioned to phone hearings, continuing to establish support orders for families. Our staff members were also very flexible in transitioning to support other service areas so that we could manage the increased workload. For instance, members of our legal team, some who have never taken calls in our call center, began assisting customers on the phone. And our litigation attorneys also assisted our Family Assistance Division by reviewing hundreds of COVID financial relief applications. Members of our legal team ensured that the child support obligors, did I say that right? Mm-hmm. Obligors? Stayed current on their support and worked with the Juvenile Court to review all outstanding warrants on over 900 child support matters. I want to say, and I think we all want to say, thank you so much, our child support staff, for your outstanding work during this pandemic. Despite the challenges that I know many of you have personally faced, you provided vital services to ensure the financial stability of families across Montgomery County, and we thank you for that. And I want to add just one more. I know I've been a little lengthy, but last week we passed our resolution on racism is a public health issue, and many of you and anyone watching, the YWCA, which one of their missions is to eliminate racism, they have a special challenge going on right now. It started on June 19th, and it goes through July 8th. And you can sign up now and catch up I started this. They've done a couple challenges before, but this is special, given the times we're going through. And we talked last week about all the things we're going to hold ourselves accountable to, but this is just an example of something each and every one of us as an individual can do. And I think all of us, I'll speak for myself, I still have a lot to learn to become more empathetic, to be able to, stand in someone else's shoes, to even understand my own biases and things like that so I can get it right. I don't think I'll ever quit trying to learn to be a better person. And so I just tell you about this. It can take some of the exercises. You get it at 6 a.m. in the morning, and there are about 3 or 4 activities to do. And they estimate how much time. And I will tell you, sometimes it's an hour for one. And if you can't do it that day, you can come back to the next day or 2 days from now. But they're going to have a lively conversation. I think the Dayton Metro Library is sponsoring a panel. And Shannon Isom, who's the leader of the YWCA, will be on that. Brian Martin from our MVRPC. I think our former county administrator, Deb Feldman, is on there. And Kevin Kelly from the Dayton Peace Museum. So it's a great ensemble of experts that'll bring different perspectives. And so I just encourage you to do that. Also, while I'm throwing that in, NCCJ also has a list of resources that I would encourage. I'm sharing that far and wide. That if you're trying to find out what you can do, you can look into it. That's everything from movies to documentaries to books to articles. There's a whole array. You can pick and choose what appeals to you. That's available. And I also know that the Dayton Metro Library is doing a special big read. I don't have the name of the book right. It doesn't matter. You can look up Dayton Metro Library. You can get on the big read. And I just emphasize these things because these are things each of us can do as an individual and really help have great community conversations in the coming months.
I think it's about anti-racism. Isn't that in the title?
It's something, I don't want to say the wrong title.
I'm going to look it up real quick. Go ahead. No? John's looking it up.
So I just encourage to help us spread that word too, because we're going to hold ourselves accountable to the things we said last week, right, Michael?
Yep.
And but this is something I'll hold myself accountable to finish the challenge, and so I challenge anyone else to take the challenge. It's 21 days.
It's been really interesting content so far.
Yeah.
And you're right. Then they tell you it'll be an hour if you're going to do that exercise. So.
Yeah, and some of them are 2 minutes.
Yeah, you can choose. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, while you're looking it up, I want
looking it up. Go
to
ahead.
shout out the staff at their Office of Reentry.
Before you get started on that, here it is. It's called Me and White Supremacy.
Oh, okay, yes.
Yep.
Heard of that.
Combat racism, change the world, and become a good ancestor.
So anyway, I'm going to give a shout out to the Office of Reentry because I know that's something that you're very close to, because the staff has been so creative in finding ways to deliver services and support during our horrible pandemic that we have. They've been using technology to offer a mix of virtual services and outreach to support our citizens as they return to our community. Commissioner, I didn't know if you wanted to add to that because I know that's something you're very active in.
I'm very active, yes. So I've been co-chairing with Judge Rice our reentry efforts since, 15 years. It's unbelievable. And this year we're going to celebrate our 10th anniversary of the office being open. The Office
I
of
remember.
Reentry at the Job Center. And we're one of the few counties that really has a county Office of Reentry, so it's something that we can be very proud of. But I am, Judy, you're right, I'm very proud of our employees. So many of our employees, worked remotely or figured out ways to keep things going, and the Office of Reentry really kept this going. Granted, we didn't, early on we had the cohort that had been together did a virtual graduation. And then they've started classes, but much like with education, not everybody has access to the internet or, you know, a way to do this. So our class it's been much smaller. I think we're in our second class now, John, right? Since the class that graduated. I think we had 5 graduates.
Yeah, I think 5 graduated, 8.
Yep.
8 started the class.
Yeah, 8 started, 5 graduated. Mm-hmm.
So the class is actually live, but the presenters are virtual and how they work.
Right, right. So yeah, they've worked through it, but it's still a challenge. But they've done a great job. You know, and on top of everything, our Jamie G, who is our manager there, her father died, and so you know it's just been it's been an emotional time. But you know we haven't been able to go into the prisons, but our InReach staff has, you know, they've kept in touch with people, and I'm just really proud of them that they really kept us going through this, because it's necessary, and yeah. Good. That's all. Thank you for mentioning it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, before we adjourn, I just have 2 quick things, and that is that, please, it's so important that we all take the time to finish and fill out the census. Yep. It's quick and easy. It doesn't take much time at all. So if you have not heard from anyone, please fill out the census online. You go to 2020census.gov, or if you prefer to fill it out by phone, call 844-330-2020. That's 844-330-2020. So please, please take the time to fill out the census. And then my last thing is, for heaven's sakes, what is so hard about wearing a mask when you go out? This is just incredible, incredible. That we still have the virus. We still have the virus. Wear a mask. Stay 6 feet away from everybody, and for heaven's sakes, wash your hands. So
I'm sure everybody notices that we are very socially distanced. We still wear
Yes.
masks, but we have, you know, our team out there, and Paul's got people, and Emily's always 6 feet away from us, so that's good. But Michael and everybody, I know you are. Peanut gallery, yeah. But our team has done such a great job making sure the building's safe,
Yep.
and clean. So everybody, Tyler, everybody, thank you.
Okay. Our next commission meeting, I can't even begin to even say this, June 30th. Where does the time go? At 1:30 right here. Well, on Zoom or wherever.
No,
whatever.
we're not. We'll be
Virtual,
live.
virtual, yeah.
We'll be here.
Yeah, we'll be
They'll
here.
be on
Yeah,
Facebook Live.
exactly. Okay.
I move to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye.